Welcome and thanks for tuning in. My name is George Caban, pastor here at Ignite Church in Newark, New Jersey. And today I want to share a story about a boy and his pet. Now, the pet that he had wasn't a normal pet that most kids would have. He had a caterpillar. Now, could you imagine all the boys and the girls in the school when he came with his pet? It's something that you run from. Caterpillar is not exactly a pet, but the kid was so intrigued by this pet that he called it that he kept it at home and allowed it to go into the forest. So one day he follows the caterpillar and keeps feeding the caterpillar. Mom says, I don't want this caterpillar in my house. And so the kid just lets it go and follows it and keeps feeding it. And until one day he noticed that his pet, the caterpillar, started climbing up the tree. So he's like, oh man, how am I gonna go up there and feed the caterpillar? And so it was going up and up and up. And so he just kept bringing the food at the corner of the tree. Maybe the caterpillar will come down and get the food. And so he kept visiting and bringing the food and noticing that the caterpillar was not eating the food. And all of a sudden, one day, he looks up and it's just a big round circle. It went into a cocoon stage. And so now the kid is panicked because he's saying, how is he gonna eat? He's in there, like how is he gonna get food? He hasn't been eating for a while. What's going on? And so he goes to school and asks his teacher, I have a caterpillar and it's in a circle, and so I need scissors so I can go up there and cut it open so that I can feed it. And the teacher says, no, you can't do that. Because if you do that right now in that struggle, whatever's going on, and he's building his strength. And if you cut it open, he will come out premature and never fulfill the beauty of what is called to be done. And so the boy just kept looking at it till one day it came out of its cocoon. And when it came out, it was radiant colors, the monarch, and it flies away into something of beauty. And if we look at this, some of us have been rejected. Some of us have been alienated. Some of us will go into the playground and get rejected from young and grow up with that same notion. And rejection is a place where it comes to isolation. And sometimes in that place of isolation, we need to go to higher grounds. Because in isolation is where God starts building us. Think of it as like you're going up a tree. A caterpillar is always on the ground and it always does hold down. And only to go up the tree, think of it, it has to go and put an effort that it never did before. It has to go against the grain, like everyone is going this way and the caterpillar is going up. And sometimes we need to go up into a higher ground to allow God to do what he wants to do with us. And sometimes in our struggle, we say, God, get us out of this struggle. But the Bible says in 1 Corinthians chapter 10 that he will never give us something more than we can handle. We have it within us. And in that struggle is where God builds our character so that we can fulfill what God has called us to do. So when we come out of that cocoon, we're a monarch with flying colors, and every color, watch this, every color is a struggle in our life. Every time we struggle, it's a different color. It makes no sense right now, right where you at. It doesn't make any sense right now. But God is building something beautiful that when he pulls you out of there and you start flapping those wings, you'll be radiant and you'll be attracting people to you because the glory of God will be all over you. The Bible says that creation is eagerly awaiting for the sons of God to be revealed, the colors of the monarch. Perhaps you're in that struggle and you're saying, God, pull me out. I'm here to tell you that in that struggle, God's going to build his character in you to complete what he's called you to do. I thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this message, like our page, go to our YouTube. And if you're in the area on a Sunday at 11 o'clock in the morning, 1100 McCarter Highway, come in, visit us. Say, hey, I saw you in the video and it really touched my heart. Well, we'll love that, and we see you next time.